Today I'm in for push B and I've had a slight change in my program, and that's because it's time for a new goal. Instead of putting the most emphasis on my chest on push sessions, I thought it's time to do something a bit different by giving my shoulders more attention, which means prioritising a new lift.
And that is the overhead press. It's a lift I've never prioritised just because I've always done a push-pull leg split and I've always trained shoulders after chest. And the reason I've always done that is because whenever you train chest, you're always hitting that front delt, so it's very uncommon to see someone with lagging front delts and like an overdeveloped chest. So I've always thought like train chest first, then do shoulders afterwards, and not that I think that is wrong, but I feel like if I train shoulders first, I'm probably going to be able to develop my front delts further. So yeah, the plan is for the next couple of months to prioritise my vertical pressing over my horizontal pressing on my push B rotation. So my push A rotation, I'm still going to prioritise my flat benching, but on my push B rotation, I'm going to prioritise the overhead press. And because the overhead press is a lift that I've never done at the start of the session, I have no idea what weights I'll be able to lift today at the start when I'm fresh. I've always done like machine presses, dumbbell presses, like third or fourth exercise into my push session. So we're just going to work up, do some warm-up sets and like see what weights I work up to for my top set, and then I'm going to do 2 back offs as well. That's the second warm-up set done with 27 kilos. I'm just kind of like feeling out the exercise because it's not one I've ever programmed in to any of my programs, which might sound a bit weird to some people, but like I said, I've always done dumbbell presses and machine presses. So I'm going to do another warm-up set with 47 kilos, see how that feels, and go from there. So that's the warm-ups done. We now have 59.5 kilos on the bar, so basically a plate each side. So we've got 2 10s, a 5 and a 1.25, so that's 20, 25, 26.25, times that by 2, you've got 52.5, and then add the 7 kilo bar, you've got 59.5 kilos. So how many reps am I going to attempt to do with that load? If I'm being completely honest, like I said earlier, I literally have no clue. However, going by that last warm-up set with 47 kilos, that's the heaviest 47 kilos has ever felt. So I'm not feeling overly confident about it, but I've heard that if you can do 10 reps with 60 kilos, that's really good. But we'll just see what we can do. Hopefully it's a respectable number. Right, so top set, 59.5 kilos for 7 reps. Basically a plate each side, 7 reps for my first attempt. I don't know if that's good, don't know if it's bad. I certainly want to build on that. I think like the aim is to add 1 rep to that every session. So now that the top set's done, I'm now doing 2 back off sets. So my top set always consists of, well not always, but for this exercise, it consists of 6 to 9 reps, and then my back off is a rep range of 10 to 15. So hopefully I can manage to get this weight within that rep range over another 2 sets. So the next exercise, wait, I'm not even in the shot here, am I? Let's lean back a little bit, just like an ab workout. Next exercise is a low incline dumbbell press. Oh, this is too uncomfortable, man. Yeah, so next exercise is a low incline dumbbell press, and I can only do like straight sets rather than top sets and back offs, just because I've only got 1 set weight of 40 kilos. So I'm gonna do a rep range of 8 to 12 reps over the 3 sets. I'm actually gonna wear these gloves to keep my hands warm because the dumbbell handles are literally freezing, and I feel like my hands will get too cold to continue gripping the dumbbell before my muscles actually hit muscular failure. Okay, so the next exercise is the flat barbell bench press. So instead of doing a touch and go rep, I am doing some pause reps. So the main reason being is that I've got a 1-inch barbell and I don't know how much weight that can handle. So I don't want to put like say 100 kilos on the bar, do some touch and go reps, and then it like snaps mid-set and I end up hurting myself. That's the last thing, you know, I want, an injury. So 77.5 kilos, do some pause reps. I'd imagine a relatively high rep range, although I'm probably quite fatigued after doing them dumbbell presses and the overhead press. So we'll just see. That felt too easy to be a working set. So the next two more sets, I'm going to do the same load, but try and get 15 reps. I went into them last two sets a little bit quick because my second set I only managed 12, third set I managed 11. So if I took longer in between sets, I'd have probably got more towards 15, but I've not got all day to train today, so yeah, here's what it is. Next exercise, I'm doing some lat raises, 3 sets of 12 to 15. One thing before I do the lateral raises, I just want to talk about the pause bench press very briefly. If you're someone with a lagging chest, I strongly advise doing pause reps. That is something that will help develop your chest. So if you're not already doing that, then do some pause reps. And if you're someone that's doing touch and go bench press and you're not touching the chest, sorry to break it to you, but that rep does not count. If you're someone that says that you know, you can't touch your chest because it hurts your shoulder, it's likely that you're benching wrong. Most people, for some reason, press with their arms out like this. Like, no wonder people's shoulders hurt. You can't expect to touch your chest with your elbow out here. And people's argument is that they get a better stretch in the chest, but at what compromise? Probably a mashed up shoulder. So the people that say they can't bench and bench press is bad for your shoulders, bench press isn't bad for your shoulders if you bench press properly. I'm not saying that my bench press form is perfect, by the way. Like, a powerlifter could probably watch my video and critique my form. But what I do know is that my shoulder is in a safe position when I'm pressing. Instead of pressing with your elbow flared like that, just tuck it in a little bit. Yes, you'll engage a bit more tricep, but you're gonna save your shoulder. Thank me later. That wraps up chest and shoulders. The last things to hit is triceps, and I also do a little bit of biceps on my push days as well. So we're going to do a push down variation with a rope, and then we're going to do something overhead just so that we hit all 3 heads of the triceps. And then yeah, we're going to finish off with an easy bar curl just to blast the biceps for 4 sets. So that is push B wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed me going through that session. I always started YouTube to document my progress and help people along the way, because let's face it, in fitness there's so much incorrect information out there and people can be steered, you know, driven down the wrong path. So if I can take people away from that and give some solid advice and, you know, show my progress along the way, then that's pretty cool. So in terms of the overhead press, like what my goal is going forward, I'd like to get 60 kilos as a back offset for 15 reps. So currently on 7 reps. I think in the next couple of weeks I should be able to run that up to 10 reps. And then I'll increase load, and then, like I said, eventually I want to be able to get 60 kilos as a back offset for 15. So yeah, that's the goal. It's important to set goals and drive towards them, because if you don't, then you're probably not going to make progress, or if you do, it's going to be quite slow. You've got to have intent to drive towards goals, and that's what's going to get you to where you want to be. Anyway, I need to end the video here, so remember to drop this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment how strong you are with the overhead press, or if you like doing that lift or not. I feel like it's a lift, yeah, that if you're strong at that, you're going to have very well developed front delts. Like, I can machine press a lot of weight, I can dumbbell press a lot of weight. Like, everyone can dumbbell press like 40 kilos with their elbows flared doing half reps, but to have a strong overhead press standing where the bar actually comes to your chest, like, you've got to have strong shoulders for that. So let me know how strong you are at that lift. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace and love. Can't do the other arm because it's holding my camera. See you in a bit.